This isn't just for families that we feel are disadvantaged. This is for the entire city of Boston. This is for everybody.
The Boston Basics really is a partnership. In fact, the Boston Basics is a series of partnerships. Now that's important because that's all it is. It's not an organization. It is a bunch of partnerships to get some things done.
So what are the basics? First of the basics is maximize love, manage stress. We know that babies need to feel secure. We need parents to express affection and love to all their kids. We need them to monitor their own stress and shield the babies from stress. The second of the basics is to talk, sing, and point. Babies can hear 3 months before they're born. They come out of the womb already favoring their mother's voice. The third of the basics is count, group, and compare.
2, 3.
It's a breakthrough for a toddler when they begin to realize that numbers correspond to groups of things. That 5 is 5 of something. It's not just the word you say after 4. There are games you can play with toddlers that help them to pick that up, and then the world makes more sense. The fourth of the basics is to explore through movement and play.
Shake it.
You're gonna shake it?
Play is learning. It's not just physical exercise. Their brains are being exercised when they play. We need to pay attention to what kids express interest in. The fifth of the Boston Basics is to read and discuss stories.
All the smelly trash left by the litter bugs.
Thank you, Aunt.
Thank you, ants.
We talk a lot about reading and literacy, but we don't talk about discussing when we read the stories. And most of us in this room probably read the bedtime stories, but we didn't call time out with a 3-year-old and say, what do you think is going to happen next? Or how would you finish the story?
Well, Bella wondered if the litter bugs would come back. They don't know what they're doing. They must be taught. What does Simon say? The end. All right. Again?
80% of brain growth happens by the 3rd birthday. The racial and socioeconomic gaps, and even gender gaps, are clear by the age of 2. And the science is clear about the kinds of early childhood learning experiences that could help us prevent these gaps from opening.
What does the dinosaur say? Rah, good job.
For countless years, I think Bostonians have tried to imagine a future where the community rallies around its children.
This is the way we wash your hands.
The Boston Basics campaign seems to be well on the way. There's a momentum building and a critical mass that is pretty undeniable. Over the last 2 years, and with very little convincing, we have gotten organizations around the city to adopt the Boston Basics. We see parents and caregivers sharing their Boston Basics routines with one another. Incredible.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
The uptake has been phenomenal. You notice that there are a variety of different kinds of organizations that we're trying to mobilize, among them the major hospitals in town.
As a pediatrician, health disparities researcher, chronic disease researcher in the city of Boston, I know firsthand, I live firsthand the care of the children in this city.
Yes, that's lemon too. Kiwi. That's shins.
Look at that. What is it?
The investment that we make in early care, education, and health has a huge impact on children's educational achievement, social inequalities, and health outcomes.
Old MacDonald had a farm. At the Children's Museum, we are very proud to get behind Boston Basics in a big way. We know the best beginning a child can have is with a loving adult engaged in their care and learning.
We know the gaps there earlier, and we know what we can do about it. It's a responsibility on us to do something about it.
Young people have lost faith in their ability, and they don't think that they're able to go on and do what other people do, and don't think they're able to go on and graduate. And what this program does tonight, what we're talking about tonight, changes all of those numbers and turns all of those numbers over the course of the next decade on their head.
Oh, McDonald, have fun.